First tonight, Braves Nation unites to support Hall of Famer and former Braves manager Bobby Cox. The 77-year-old, you might have heard, was hospitalized last night after suffering a possible stroke.
Yeah, Cox managed the Braves for more than 2 decades and left the team to a World Series championship win. He led them there. The team, former players, and fans tonight all expressing their support for Cox.
Fox 5's Natalie Fultz joins us live now from SunTrust Park. And Natalie, you've been speaking with current and former players. What have they been telling you?
Yeah, I really have. And I just spoke with manager Brian Snitker. He was emotional as he was talking about Bobby. He actually went to visit him in the hospital today. He says that he told him that he loved him and is praying for him. And that's what basically all of the players have been saying here today. Also talking about just how special of a person Bobby is. And I can attest to that. I've been around this clubhouse since I was a little girl, with my dad being the strength and conditioning coach for nearly 20 years. And I can tell you Bobby is one of the kindest people you'll ever meet and truly makes every person feel like they're the most special person in the world.
We're all just doing a lot of praying.
Atlanta Braves manager Brian Snitker, emotional, speaking out about his mentor, legendary Braves manager and Hall of Famer Bobby Cox.
He's a strong man. Yeah, I saw him today, and you know, it was good for. I went over there much for me as a him probably. So he'll be fine.
The 77-year-old hospitalized Tuesday night after reportedly having a stroke at his Cobb County home. Former Atlanta Braves pitcher Paul Byrd and former Braves outfielder Brian Jordan also reacting to the news.
Well, he cares so much about you, Bobby Cox, as a manager and as a person. When you hear something like that, it hurts. It's like a gut punch. You know what it's like to be part of the Braves family, which is what it feels like. So there's pain in that. But you know he's a great competitor, and you know that he's going to be fighting in the hospital. He probably has his cleats on. He may be yelling at the doctors to make sure, you know, they do a good job. But I love him, and he loves all of us.
Gosh, he's like my grandfather. You know, I was so fortunate and happy to play here in Atlanta and play for Bobby Cox. I think playing in St. Louis and other places, I always wanted to play here and play for Bobby Cox, and just had a fun time my 6 years here in Atlanta.
Now, we have received a statement from the Cox family saying, quote, "We want to thank all of you who have sent their well wishes or said a prayer. We know the power of Braves country, and we hope those prayers and positive thoughts continue as Bobby heals. You don't know how much your support means to Bobby and to our family." Now, the Braves are getting ready for Game 2 against the Cubs tonight. They say they'll be taking the field with heavy hearts, but they will be playing tonight's game for Bobby. That's the latest from SunTrust Park. Natalie Fultz, Fox 5 News.